We just finished up a busy day in Guyana. Follow along with me and you can see what all we did. Our day begins early as the team gathers for a hearty Guyanese breakfast. All of the girls take turns getting their hair done by our famous Carrie before a blackout cut power to the entire region for over 4 hours. Then we began the day in prayer. Before leaving, we searched for our shoes in the massive stack and hoped we came out wearing our own. Just before we left, the rain began to pour. Our teams divided into their vans and left to invite people to the Crusade with the John and Romans that our church assembled in January. One team had a blowout on their way to canvass the neighborhood. The other team made their way to a refugee squatter camp by the seawall and saw a horse on the way there. These people live in deep poverty. Not only are they hungry for physical nourishment, but they were hungry to receive a copy of the Word of God. While along the way, we found a small pig farm and the owners wanted us to check them out. We crossed paths with a lot of random animals today. Nearly every house in Guyana has a bridge out front, and Joseph had lots of fun on them today.
Hey everyone, we're here at the ocean wall. Ocean's about a little less than a mile away from here. We're just going along the seaside village, passing out invitations. It's Tuesday. Saw, I think, 31 saved last night. Hoping for more tonight.
The rain did not slow down, but we were not slowed down either. These people have very real physical and spiritual needs. Many are bound in their sin and hopeless. There are many false gods and idols among the people.
Hi everyone, so we're here in Zeeland on the west side, and we're sharing out tracts and inviting people to the Crusade. We have tonight and tomorrow's the last night, and we have our missionaries here with us, and they've been a great help to us.
On our way back to the house that was still without power, we passed by the church. We got back and ate our fish curry and rice with the lights of our phones because the power was still out. Then it returned. Oh, it left again. So we played games with no lights or air conditioning. Then we got ready in the dark and headed back to the church. We are setting up for the crusade tonight. It'll start about 45 minutes. People are dropping off supplies, sweeping off the floors and the chairs, just getting everything set up and ready to go. And we're getting excited. It's gonna be a great night. We're a few minutes away from 6:30. We're gonna start soon. People will still be filing in for really the next 30, 45 minutes. The vans are bringing in loads of people at a time. They're running 12 to 14 buses every night. We're expecting a packed house and several decisions to be made tonight. The people began to file in, and we knew it was going to be a great night. The ladies at the church prepared refreshments each night of the crusade, and tonight's delicious snack was Guyanese sandwiches. The crusade started tonight with a time of prayer and worship through song with our missions team.
Night 3 of our crusade is beginning right now. As you can see, the ensemble is singing right over my shoulder. The people just love the singing. They love the song. They've been blown away. Many people out there recording so they can upload it to their social media. Tonight's going to be a big night. We expect crowd in excess of 6, 7, maybe 800 people tonight. Thank you for praying. Thank you for sending us.
The crowd continued to grow as more and more people steadily made their way in, filling the space with eager anticipation and excitement. Then the Guyanese choir led in their choruses, which is one of our favorite parts of this trip. It was finally time for Pastor Gerald John to say a few words and introduce Pastor Broyhill before the craziest part of the night, dismissing the kids to VBS.
Right now we're in here with about 250 kids. It's exciting. We've sung songs, we've had skits, we've played games, but now the most important thing is happening, the preaching. It's a huge night tonight. I'm here next to the street out in front of the church right now, and the crowd is absolutely huge.
we're over an hour into the service, and even right now, it's like another bus is still arriving. Pastor Borhill is preaching. He's preaching not only to Christians, but he's preaching to the unsaved tonight as well.
As invitation began, our altar counselors were ready for the flood of people responding to the preaching of the gospel. Each person who accepts Christ receives their own Bible and copy of Discovering God's Love. After a busy night, we returned to a house that had power and Chinese food. It was at this point that we realized how great air conditioning really is. We ended the evening by celebrating the day's victories and expressing our gratitude to God for all He has done during this incredible week. Well, we've had a great day and have finished up night 3 of the Crusade. We had 29 people come to Christ tonight, along with 5 assurances of salvation, which makes a total of 109 so far for this crusade, and had about 850 in attendance. Had a wonderful time, and we're looking forward to what God's going to do tomorrow night.